August 14, 2025, Rialto, California. What should have been a normal trip to Big 5 Sporting Goods ends in a mother's scream and a baby gone without a trace. Rebecca Haro, 41 years old, calls 911 in a panic. She claims she was attacked while changing her son's diaper in the parking lot. She says a stranger said the word "Hola," and then her baby was simply gone. Her face is bruised. Her voice is shaking. Her story? Incomplete. She waits over an hour before calling the police. Within minutes, the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department arrives. They shut down the area. Patrol cars flood the lot. K9 units comb through the shadows. Helicopters scan from above. The official alert goes out. Missing child 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro. He was last seen in a black Nike onesie. Curly black hair. Distinctive crossed eyes. The kind of baby you'd remember. The parents say they were shopping for baseball gear. They say it all happened in seconds. They say someone must have taken him. But there's a problem. No witnesses. No surveillance footage. No tire tracks. No struggle. No proof that Emmanuel was ever even at the store that day. And then without warning, Rebecca Haro stops cooperating with police. Behind the scenes, detectives start digging. They look into the family's past. They find records, a history, a violent one. They ask new questions. They get vague answers. And the case takes a turn that stuns even seasoned investigators. The search for a missing baby is suddenly something else entirely. Because this may not be the story of a kidnapping. It might be something much darker. And the people who were first seen as victims are about to become suspects. But as the community prays for Emmanuel's safe return, authorities uncover a chilling twist in Rebecca's account. And it changes everything. August 14th, Emmanuel Haro is reported missing from a Big 5 Sporting Goods parking lot. Police swarm the area, but with clue, no confirmed sighting. Emmanuel seems to have disappeared into thin air. The deeper they search, the more nothing they find. Then, detectives return to the beginning, the mother's story. Rebecca Haro claimed a stranger approached while she was changing Emmanuel's diaper. She said he spoke a single word, "Hola." Then she blacked out. Psychologists familiar with family-based child abuse note a disturbing pattern. Repeat offenders often reoffend when pressure, stress, or fear of exposure reaches a peak. And Jake Haro, whether out of fear, guilt, or calculation, says little. Still, it's not enough to make an arrest. Police need more. On August 19th, law enforcement SWAT units breached a door. Forensics comb through every room. Cadaver dogs are brought in. Jake's black SUV is seized and impounded. Electronics, clothing, baby items all bagged and logged as evidence. Still, no Emmanuel. But word gets out, and the public response is explosive. In front of their house, protesters gather. They hold up missing posters. Some scream insults. Others cry quietly. Rebecca and Jake call 911 again, not to report a kidnapping, but to complain of harassment, of vandalism, of threats from strangers outside their window. The couple, once portrayed as grieving parents, are now vilified. On social media, the hashtag where is Emmanuel begins to trend. But so does another, hashtag justice for Emmanuel. The narrative shifts. Sympathy turns to suspicion. At a vigil outside the Big 5, candles flicker in the wind as locals pray for a child whose face they've only seen on flyers. Still, no body, no confession, no clear proof of what happened. The courtroom is silent. Jake Haro's defense attorney, Vincent Hughes, responds sharply. "My client is not hiding from his past," he says. But he is not on trial for history. He's on trial for something that hasn't even been proven to have happened. There is no body, no confession, no murder weapon. Blaming him without proof undermines the foundation of justice. But the prosecution isn't done. They point to Jake's 2018 conviction. A 10-week-old daughter, multiple bone fractures, a pattern. And Rebecca? Her story changed 5 times in the span of 3 interviews. Her phone data placed her near the Cabazon home at a time she claimed she was in Rialto. And her injuries? According to forensic specialists, they were inconsistent with an assault, more consistent with self-infliction or stage trauma. Still, both parents plead not guilty. Outside the courthouse, The public response reaches a fever pitch. Protesters chant Emmanuel's name. Online forums dissect every moment. Some still believe the Haros are innocent. Others say they've seen this pattern too many. If you care about truth, or if you don't stay silent. Comment why not. In a media landscape flooded with noise, attention is a form of advocacy. In some cases, it's the only thing that leads to justice. One baby, one family, one chance for truth. We'll stay vigilant, because sometimes hope hinges on an audience that refuses to forget.